Good morning, people. Good morning on this beautiful Sunday. Woke up late, slept in. I've been sleeping a lot, man. I don't know if it's just. I think it's just the time of year, man. Fall does a number on my body, so change the weather, whatnot. But I was researching the the night before about AI psychosis, and the reason I say this is I'm in the Narcotics Anonymous, Alcoholics Anonymous program, and our main thing is to figure out what's going on with addiction. Um, Now, personally, I had a story where I was like, I saw the dangers of social media manipulation far back, 5, 6, 10 years ago. Um, to where I made a decision to get off social media. It had nothing to do with any sort of particular event or anything. I just kind of saw the writing on the wall, if you will. So I'm watching last night these videos. I posted them in my clips about AI psychosis and the fact that I don't know if you've ever heard the skid biddy effect. It's starting to pop off, and my idea of how this came about was we use technology instead of, you know, raising our kids. And now they're starting to have significant learning disabilities, attention disabilities. I mean, you really want to know what the AI revolution looks like, that's it. You know, AI doesn't have to launch nukes at us if he can get us to kill each other. And this is my point, man. Um, Technology is a tool. It's not a requirement for everyday life. And that's our real problem of where we're at now. Where we're at now is we have become too reliant on technology. Um, you have ChatGPT, which I love the way I was taught to learn. I grew up in the 90s, so we didn't have the internet. I didn't have the internet as a child. I didn't get the internet till I was like 20 something. Just didn't need it. We went outside and played. You know, we be outside. You know, like Gorilla Neem says, outside, we outside. Yeah, that's we outside. Um, you don't really need the internet when you're sitting on the street corner selling drugs anyway. So that was what I did a lot of times. So, but as I'm working my program at AA of Alcoholics Anonymous, I'm starting to notice that technology is now becoming an addiction to a lot of people. Not just me. Like, I limit my screen time, dude. I actively try to limit my screen time to about four hours a day. Try to. Sometimes it goes over. I am only human. Point of the matter is, man, try this. Try this one day, man. Try just to put your phone. I do this a lot. I just put my phone on the charger and walk away from it and do other things. Try that, man. That's like the first step, you know. Just try that, man, and see if you can live with it. The longer you can live without being like, actually, let me just go ahead and rephrase it, because what they're finding out about this is every time you get a like on the internet or whatever, it actually releases dopamine in your head. So you're getting the same sort of pleasure effect that you would if you hit a crack or shot some dope. So at some point, the people that are addicted to the screen time, they're really just getting floods of dopamine. Every time somebody likes their stuff, they're getting that good feeling, good feeling, good feeling, good feeling, good feeling. You know? So, The problem is it's a false, just like drugs, it's a falsified reality. It's not real, man. You know, none of the stuff we post. I mean, what I'm trying to do is I'm basically trying to unplug y'all, you know. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you where we're heading as a society. You know, people's beliefs and ideals become their main forefront, and I'm not even going to be one, because I've started getting back into Christianity and Catholicism, and I'm starting to realize that there's a division between Christians right now, much like there's a division in most of the United States at the moment. The people that claim to be Christians, man, I don't see them doing Christianly like things. I'm going to say this little story and be done with it, man. I was at an AA meeting about a year ago, middle of winter. I was working outside at the time, and there was this homeless guy that came in there, and I've been homeless, so I know what this feels like. He came to the meeting to get something to drink and to eat. I don't think he was there for the program, but I don't really care. If you come and you hear the message, that's all that's good. His feet were so frostbitten that when the tissues started to defrost, and if anybody's ever had this, they know what it feels like. It hurts. It's an immense amount of pain. This guy was sitting there screaming, and I remember being in the room, and I jumped into action. I gave him my hand warmers and a cup of coffee. That's all I had. I made this dude at the meeting, Joe, give him his socks, man, because the man didn't have socks. But I noticed something, man. I stood around and noticed something, that why were me and this man, and we were new into the program, why were we the only ones that jumped to action? While other people sat there and watched this man be in pain. Because if you ask me, the internet and stuff it's taking away our humanity. It's forcing us to be narcissistic to people and to laugh at when people are hurt. And maybe I'm from a different timeline or a different planet, but I'm going to tell you like this, dude. I cannot co-sign when I see my fellow man being destroyed. I can't sit there and ignore it. I can't sit there and pass it aside like it's nothing, because I used to be in those shoes at one point. And it took a lot for me to get out of there, man. I had to change people, places, things, everything. We have lost our compassion for our fellow man. And that's the biggest problem we have in America right now. I'm not a politician. I'm just some dude that's tired of seeing people being treated like shit all the time. So anyways, that's just my spiel for the morning. I try to give y'all a little bit of morning light, a little bit of some sort of compassion for the day. You don't have to follow what I say. That's the beauty of the Constitution. You know what I'm saying? And we need to focus on that. That little piece of paper is the law of the land. And we're getting far from what it was. And I've had a lot of friends die to keep that piece of paper intact. And once again, we're not going to let that go down either. So, point of the matter is, man, y'all need to stop using letting your technology become your slave. Letting technology become your every vice in your life, because that right there is just another form of addiction, man. And honestly, I feel like people doing more shit for the gram than I've ever seen somebody do for a gram, if you dig what I'm saying. So, hopefully that brings some perspective and light to y'all. You have a blessed day. Hopefully everybody just is doing what they need to do. Keep your prayers high. Keep your hope high. and just keep doing the next right thing. Y'all have a blessed day.